Hello, my name is Julia Rose, and I'm a psychic medium and Reiki master. Welcome to my channel. I pray this message finds you at the precise time you need it. As always, take what resonates with you and leave the rest for everyone else to find. These messages today will be breaking down numerologically the number 911, if you've been seeing that, 911, as well as diving into what you need to know for this portal day. I'm recording this on September 11th, 2025. However, if you catch this message whenever you're seeing the number 911 or you're in this 911 portal at any other point in time, there's something here for you. So, the first thing that's coming through is about protection. Now, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at the 999 portal messages that I channeled on a live stream the other day, then I'm going to link that in the description box below. And as well as I always do it the wrong side. Every single, I can't remember. I think it's this side. I'm going to link that here and I want you to go check that out as well because there's also going to be messages there about this 911 number and about how that portal interplays with this one, okay? So if you are curious, I grabbed a smoky quartz. This is a protection crystal as well as a crystal for grounding. I also am holding a black tourmaline. And either of these stones could resonate with you at this time. But there's a really strong message here for you about shielding. So Spirit wants you to make sure that you're being very intentional and yeah, very intentional about your psychic protection, your spiritual protection. Okay? That's one of the key themes of this number 911. You think about in the States that's the number for emergency services. So it's always just about it's always wanting you to just be a little bit more on the preventative side as opposed to the kind of sort of fix things after something's taken place, okay? So this is a message about spiritual and physical, energetic protection, as well as being proactive with these things. So coming back to this message about shielding, Spirit wants you to be able to slow down and feel this as you're creating barriers that hold your energetic boundaries. They keep saying careless, which tells me that maybe this is something that you haven't taken as seriously. I think that's a little bit of a harsh word, but they're wanting you to be very, very particular around these these shielding measures that you take, okay? Do what you have to do, whatever you have to do. So it's also a message to ignore negativity, especially when it doesn't serve anything. All right? The bullies in your head, the bullies in real life, they're not really here to build you up, okay? You're meant to learn to release these energies, release these messages, this I want to say messaging that that takes away from your peace and distracts you from the things that you set out to do. There's no reason to pay attention to that. And in fact, oftentimes these things feel a little bit intrusive, and if you're finding that you're doing a good job grounding, which the black tourmaline and smoky quartz are also very strong grounding energies, that's something that goes in tandem with your shielding, okay? You can visualize, you can ask your guides to maintain it for you, whatever is going to make you feel like you are protected. Again, when you're working with spirit, when you're working with your guides and your angels, it's really important that you have that intention to co-create with them, which means giving them permission to act in the 3D on your behalf, giving them permission to intervene on the physical in your life. And as you are starting to pay a little bit more attention to your cleansing practices as well, because that goes along with your shielding and along with your grounding. Just because you're shielded doesn't mean that you don't still need to cleanse. Just because you're feeling like things are fine doesn't mean you don't still need to cleanse, because oftentimes when you don't think about cleansing and you don't do it for a very long time, that's a very strong indication that there's a lot of energy in your body, mind, and space that you need to clear, as well as your aura, okay? So we have the first card out was mountains, and I'm loving that this energy is also feeling so grounding. Stand your ground, literally. So this feels like another message about you coming back to your body as well, really letting yourself be seen without kind of um, creating a frequency barrier. That's different from shielding, but that's more like a keep people away kind of thing. Just because something in your energy, maybe you've met people like this, that they energetically keep walls up very high. Yes, that keeps people kind of away, but that doesn't necessarily solve the issue of shielding, right? That just creates disconnection. And that's not the goal of being here. The point of having a human body living this human reality is so that you can experience what it feels like to connect in a new way when there is perceived separation, not to constantly keep pushing everyone out. So if some of you have been feeling a little bit isolated, maybe that's a message to meditate on. The flower of life here could be significant to you. I'm just noticing that pattern in the background. And then these cards were wild. We have the world. Beautiful deck. The world. The Nine of Cups. Occasionally I get a card here or there that is in reverse, and today it's strength. I think that's really interesting. The world, mountains with stand your ground, the world, Nine of Cups, and strength in reverse. So this feels to me an energy of proving yourself a little bit, like maybe you've been in the energy in the past where you've wanted to prove that you could do things without others' help. Maybe you're in a season, on the other hand, that spirit's wanting you to step up into that independence a little bit more, but maybe you're feeling like you don't have the know-how or the capacity to really carry yourself forward. And so this is actually speaking to me of a surrender to spirit. The strength in reverse, it doesn't feel like it's about weakness. It feels like you're surrendering to the way your guides are showing you how to take action through your inspiration, through invitations. For some of you, the world with the Nine of Cups tells me that you're at this point where you're really starting to believe that you're stepping into a new chapter, that everything about where you have been, who you have been, what you have done is finished. And maybe you've taken a really long time to believe that. And because you've been through so much, you don't believe in your own strength. But there are certain experiences that you've been through that have shaped your character in such a way that it draws people to you like a magnet. That's something to embrace. Being a light in people's life. The sun. Again, the flower of life here. I love that. It says, enjoy success and happiness. Feeling free enough to create that for yourself. Feeling grounded enough that you can enjoy things without worry or fear. It's a nice balance here between work and play. Work, play, rest. Nice balance. Something you worked really hard for. You could be seeing 10-10 as well as 11-11 in this 911 energy. Those are confirmations for you. Any other numbers that you see really are confirmations for you. Two of Wands. I love that. Inspired action. Some of you gazing into your crystal ball. Two of Wands. Four of Wands. I love that. And then the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. The Sun clarified by the Two of Wands, the Four of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. It feels like something about you believing in magic and miracles is too good to be true. You're coming up against the disbelief that things can occur for you in miraculous ways, that your prayers can be answered in really creative ways, things that you're not expecting, because it's never worked like that before. Why now? Well, I'll bring you back to where this message started. You're not anywhere close to who you were or where and how you used to be. As your faith is growing, so is your call to surrender. To let go and trust that Spirit's got you, even if you can't see. Because if you could see, would you feel safe moving towards it? Especially if you're meant to be in the spotlight helping people? Incredibly visible all the time? Maybe not. Maybe you would just want to skip to the end instead of enjoying the legs of the race. Marathon. So, this is really a calling for you to trust that. It's very interesting here because numerologically, we have 911. 11 is a master number, so typically that doesn't get broken down. So 11 is all about the mastery of interdependence, mastery of self-leadership. And the Four of Wands is typically represented by 1111, which is made of two 11s. I'm getting a message here about a power couple, whether that's romantic or in business. You'll know if that's for you or if that's something you've been wanting. The 9 plus the 11 gives you 20, which again comes back to 2 and 0. The 9 is all about completion. It's all about not just lessons learned, but the mastery of it. It can feel like the end of a long battle, or it can feel like the realization of what it is you actually want. It can feel like the culmination of hard-earned compensation. Bringing that to 20 gives the energy of judgment in the tarot, but also that the 2 and the 0, it's the choices and duality, the balance that comes with 2. It's also about partnership. It's about self and other. I'm seeing, yeah, the scales of justice. That's what, 11 in the tarot? Yes. So as you're starting to move through this portal's energy, you're needing to balance your fear or distraction with what it is you actually want. You're needing to balance your independence with the desires of others. Balancing your present with your past. I want to flip that around. Balancing your past with your future. Every choice you make in this energy starts a new cycle. Typically, you would have 9, 10, 11. 10 is about the liminal space between the cycle that has ended and the one that's about to begin. It's about you kind of being in this meditative space of, okay, well, what's next? Where am I going? What do I want to bring? And how am I going to get there? It's making sure that you have full circle closure. 1010 is also a message of your ancestors being present with you to support you at this time, reminding you that you are being watched over by so many beings, so many people who love you. So the 911 breaks down to 9 plus 11, which is 20. Most people wouldn't go that far to bring the calling energy of judgment into it. But it's a time for you to rise, whether or not you think you're ready. The call has been made. The call has been sent out. So when these things start to come back to you, act on them. Act on them. See, I'm liking the Merkaba here. If you wanted to check out the Merkaba activation I did on Patreon, you can grab access to that in the link in the description box below. You can join me over there for $11.11 a month or just $3.33 a post, okay? So we have High Priest, intend and create. Intend and create. Falcons, hawks, or eagles could be significant to you at this time, as well as owls, crows, black panthers, deer, does, or swans, antelope. Those are all very specific animal spirits. So what's clarifying the High Priest here with intend and create? The Ten of Pentacles. Jumping from the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Pentacles. Wow. The Five of Wands. And the Six of Cups. Wow. High Priest clarified by Ten of Pentacles, Five of Wands, and Six of Cups. Finally have all the suits. It just feels like what's different about your creation this time is that you're creating with the intentions of fulfillment. Up to this point, you haven't known what was actually fulfilling to you. So now that your intention is to be fulfilled, that's opening up worlds of opportunity. Through your needing to step up and work through certain challenges, being open to things happening differently than maybe you might have created in the past. That's actually going to bring all of this healing energy to your past. Is seeking inner fulfillment and then manifesting that outwards through trusting your inspiration. It's a very powerful force. And I'm hearing the most powerful manifesting force in this world is love. So what do you love to do? And what reasons are you still telling yourself it's not possible? For what reasons? This is a time of you bringing fulfillment in action to, yep, I love that. Bringing fulfillment in fulfillment to yourself through action, fulfillment in your life through inspired action. Trust your instincts. I love this. Animal guardian. Some of your pets might be wanting to spend a little bit more time with you. Totally normal in this energy. Maybe you've been wanting to get a pet or be around, I'm hearing an animal sanctuary. Mhm. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which was just that exact energy I was speaking on. Taking intentional, fulfilling action. Focusing less on the pace of things and more on, well, what feels right now? And if I feel scattered, if you feel scattered, what are you doing to get yourself back into that state of, oh, well, this feels better. Now I know what to do. Take as many, yeah, take as many of those moments as you need. Many of them. Many of them. Knight of Pentacles to the Page of Wands. I'm hearing a cabaret. Cabaret is really specific. If that's for you, can you let me know what that means for you? Ooh, and the Knight of Cups. This is all about the movement. This is change. This is change manifesting in all dimensions of your life because you're starting to trust your instincts and pursue your happiness. The pursuit of happiness. Pursuit of happiness. Mm-hmm. Is there anything else you want to say, Spirit, in this for this energy? I want to pull a few more cards because I wasn't expecting to get through all of these so quickly. Okay, but I will keep it shorter today, sweet and to the point. It'll be what it needs to be. Ooh, you're right. That feels right. That feels right. Okay, different deck. Different than what I expected. Isn't that what I was just explaining to you? It might be different than what you expect, but exactly what you need. Exactly what's meant for the moment in time. What does the collective need to know? It's maybe that thing that you want is meant for you. It just needs to come at a different time. Wow. Wow. Okay, solar plexus healing. This all started with confidence. You really need to check out the 999 portal messages because this is about integrating that, right? So we have resonance. Trigger statement, I am right. True statement, I am open to the unknown. You are being shown what is dissonant in your life. Allow the beliefs that are not serving you to fall away and be open to your bright future. I hit the nail on the head. That couldn't have been more perfect. Wow, Spirit. Yeah, we have another solar plexus card for you. Resilience. Trigger statement, I need to control. True statement, I surrender. Allow yourself to relax with the currents of life. These changes will take you even closer to where you're meant to be. I feel like there's one more of these for you. I don't need to explain these anymore. They're just clear. They're just clear. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay. Yes. This is the most these are the most perfect cards for you right now. Can't even make this up. This is a third eye chakra card. The the keyword is inspiration. It says, I'm tired of it all, as the trigger statement. True statement? Ooh, well, here's that. Here's that strength in reverse, isn't it? Trigger statement, I'm tired of it all. Doesn't that make the most sense with the world, the 9 of cups, and then strength in reverse? You can't even make it up. We're gonna say it again. Keyword, inspiration. Trigger statement, I'm tired of it all. True statement, I find strength in my purpose. I find strength in my purpose. If you've been disconnected from your purpose, from your body, which holds all of the activation codes for you, then it's time to reconnect. Please rest. Notice it says trigger statement. I'm tired of it all. Tired. Trigger statement is you're tired. So what's the message? Please rest. Please rest and know that in this stillness, you will find clarity around your purpose here. The need to cope or fill the silence will fall away as you find the question you are the answer to. It's like the exercise I gave you, I want to say 6 months ago, about if you were to like write a play and then create a character for yourself, what would you write about your character? Who do you know that has or that is? And then write everything you want to know for your future self that you will be. Who do you know that is blank? Who do you know that has blank? Please rest and know that in this stillness you will find clarity around your purpose here. The need to cope will fall away as you find the question you are the answer to. For some of you, that might be the job that you are the answer to. Yeah, you are meant for more. Number 29. Which is why Spirit won't let you create backwards. Number 1, reprioritize what's in front of you. Exactly. I'm hearing there's 2 more in this deck for you. Yes, number 56, create more balance in all areas. And the message I leave you with. You've been after a clean slate, right? Well, naturally, that means you can't go back to the things that you've done. A clean slate means all new. Yeah. Ah, it says no looking back. Number 18. Is there one more? Because it felt like that was the right energy. No, I just think that's it. Yeah. So reprioritize what's in front of you, no looking back. That means stop prioritizing what's already happened or what you've already done or been. Reprioritize. Start by looking at instead what is in front of you. That's the message. Okay, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next one. If you want to book a psychic reading with me, you can do that. The link is in the description box below. Again, I told you about Patreon. Link's also there. I just did a really cool channeled message. You might want to check that out by my Oracle Tepun. And I will see you very soon. All my love.